Now, since the beginning of the year, people been asking the same question. Did he do it? Did he not do it? According to the feds, Diddy did it. Sean P. Diddy Combs got locked up by the feds while he was headed to the hotel. Excuse me. They been patiently waiting for the perfect time to come lock him up. He been caught with 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and this has to be the biggest baby oil bust in history. He thought he was slick. The Fed said, "You're not slipping your way out of this." After attempting to post a $50 million bail, he was denied. $50 million. $50 million. And you was denied bail. Oh, that means you about to go away, buddy. That means your money can't do nothing. This is why the feds was invented. You could buy your way out the state, but the feds, they don't need your money. They need your time. They need your time, P. Diddy. Now let's check it out.
To defund the police, she has a plan to confiscate every yet revealed as attorney of New York. Homeland Security actually taking...
Hold on. Gotta get to the beginning.
And here's that Fox News alert. The world-famous Sean Diddy Combs is expected to be arraigned on federal charges this morning following a grand jury indictment. Now, right now, the battle rap mogul is in custody after he was arrested last night in the lobby of a luxury Manhattan hotel.
And Todd Pyro has a story for us. Hey, Todd.
Hey, good morning to all of you. The indictment against Diddy will be unsealed this morning. And that, according to the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Homeland Security actually taking the lead on this case. The charges against the embattled rap mogul not yet revealed. His attorney, though, telling the New York Times he believes Diddy is being charged with racketeering and sex trafficking. Diddy's lawyer giving a statement to...
And this is what I don't get. If you got charged for racketeering, why are you by yourself? Like, most people, like even the Young Thug case, Young Thug got caught with the racketeering charge. So it was more people that got arrested with him. So is there going to be more people arrested with Diddy? You know what I'm saying? It's a racketeering charge. It's not even possible you can get a racketeering charge by yourself unless you just in a million places at once. Like, I know that Diddy had that other commercial when he was like kissing himself and stuff. Like, but even if it were two of you, nigga, a racketeering charge, that's multiple people, organized crime. Let's check it out.
Fox News Digital saying, quote, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation. He looks forward to clearing his name in court." That was Holmes in...
They said he about to cooperate. He got a lot of people shaking in their boots. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people who got something to do with that. Like I said, it's a racketeering charge. So he's willing to cooperate. That means other people could go down.
Angeles and Miami were raided back in March in connection to a federal human trafficking investigation. The rapper also has several sexual misconduct allegations against him, all of which he has denied. Back over to you.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. This is a long time coming. I mean, we've heard about this for the longest time. This case looks huge. They got the video footage from his house, his mansions. You got the accusations flying. So, and I guess he came to New York knowing this was going to happen.
Yeah, let's bring in criminal defense attorney Lexi Rigdon to talk about this. Lexi, last November, his ex, her name is Cassie Ventura, sued him for sexual assault, rape, domestic violence, and sex trafficking. The next day, though, that lawsuit was settled. A few others came out accusing him of different things as well. And then last May, that video surfaced of him with his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. And I believe that was the video in the hotel, right in front of the elevator. So what do you think is going to happen, and what will we learn when the indictment is unsealed today?
Well, Ainsley, we're going to learn a lot more when the indictment is sealed, especially what people really want to know is exactly what he's being charged with. But to your point about all of the information that came out of him, I mean, this was a meteoric fall from grace. I mean, he was an impresario, he was involved in the hip hop community, he became obviously very wealthy, and he knew that this was coming down the pike. First of all, the lawsuits started hitting, then his houses started getting raided, and now he's selling off his shares of various businesses. His very expensive mansion in California is up for sale. So he's clearly been preparing for this and did come to New York with the understanding that he was going to be arrested, which I can't even imagine how he must have felt about that, sitting in that hotel room in New York. But today we're going to be able to find out exactly what he's charged with, which I think will be racketeering, just like his attorney said, racketeering, potentially violations of the Mann Act, which is transferring somebody across state lines for illegal sexual activity. And those are reminiscent of what R. Kelly was charged and ultimately convicted with. So this is kind of similar to what happened in the past with him.
So Lexi, this is not the first time they've tried to go after Diddy. But what ends up happening is that the witnesses suddenly go away. Does that mean that it is different this time? I mean, we had a 3-house raid. You had Florida, you had New York, and you had California. So does this mean that this time that the Fed finally has cooperation from witnesses?
I think it is different this time. First of all, I think that the civil cases, which were explosive with the allegations, really brought to focus his behavior. And then one of those lawsuits by a former male assistant actually has a lot of pictures and a lot of video that was referenced.
So you telling me this man go, all right, I ain't got no problem with it, but man, you do the do say? You go both ways, Diddy? I ain't know all that. I don't try to get in a man life like that, but hey, let's keep it going, keep it going.
In the lawsuit. And so not only do I think they have obviously witnesses who are cooperating, but they also have evidence to support these charges. That was a very detailed and disturbing and surprising lawsuit that was filed by his former male assistant.
Yeah, and Ainsley was talking a moment ago, Lexi, about Cassie, his longtime girlfriend. She sued him. He settled the next day. Then 5 more people came out of the woodwork and also sued him, but they decided not to settle. They decided they were going to fight it in court. And
They said they wasn't gonna settle. That mean they want you really locked up. Cassie got $60 million. He tried to pay the feds $50 million. He paid Cassie more than he was willing to pay the feds. It's almost, man, it's coming down to it. It's almost over with for this man. If they gonna deny $50 million and you willing to cooperate, you about to go, bro. And the feds, they don't lose. They don't lose.
come upon these home raids, and it wasn't the local cops, it wasn't the FBI, it was Homeland Security investigations that a lot of people have never even heard of, but they're the ones who investigate sex trafficking cases. That's a unique unit, and that's why they essentially came out with bazookas.
Right, and these are federal crimes. Obviously, the Mann Act is a federal crime, and then the sex trafficking, and there could also be potential for a lot of those lawsuits referenced rampant drug use and weapons. One of Cassie's allegations was that he forced her to hold a gun in her purse. I mean, so there could be also potentially a narcotics and firearm aspect to this as well.
All right, what about Homeland Security? Why are they leading this case?
Homeland Security is usually in charge federally of investigating human and sex trafficking cases. So that's just standard operating procedure for why they were there. But it just shows how seriously this has been taken after those lawsuits brought to light. And I think had they not been filed, there wouldn't have been the media attention, and there wouldn't have been the substance for the feds to take a look under the hood and say, gee, there's something seriously wrong with this guy. And this isn't his first brush with the law. I mean, he was acquitted in 1999 of a nightclub shooting, and which involved J-Lo, which was a very sensational story.
Yeah, that's the one. They said Diddy actually popped Shawty in the face, and Shine took the charge for it. And Shine, he doing like he did some time. He did a lot of time, but he came out to be like, I think he's an ambassador, or he the mayor, the president, prime minister somewhere at his at the country that he from. So. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doing good, but it looked like Diddy took care of him for taking that charge, allegedly. So, they want to get him back on out of that. There's a lot of people that he burnt bridges with that, yeah, everybody trying to get back at you, man. Like, they ain't forget. They ain't forgive, and they ain't forget.
He's in a world of trouble.
right? But he's got a lot of money, and he's got a lot of lawyers. We'll see what happens. Lexi, thanks so much.
Lexi, his lawyer said he's just appointed. Daddy's a music icon. Diddy's a music icon, loving family, a philanthropist, adoring his children, imperfect, but he is not a criminal. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. He's an innocent man with nothing to hide.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if this.
Of course they're gonna say that. That's the lawyer. But when he was arrested, they placed P. Diddy on you decide watch. Like, you decide. Like, you know what I mean? Whether you want to live or die, that's you decide. Like, I don't want to say the real word, sued, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's a tough word. So with him arrested, he been placed on you decide watch. Others like Mr. Jeffrey, if you know what I'm saying, not Young Thug Jeffrey, but you know the other Mr. Jeffrey. When you hold secrets, it's people you can tell on to ease off the pressure. He can also be a target for people who want to keep their secrets sealed. Like, get rid of him before I get locked up, and y'all better get him behind that pen. So, not even just rappers and singers, powerful people like judges, lawyers, politicians. We not talking about just rappers and singers. Fuck a rapper and a singer. If you believe in the Illuminati, you have to think this got to be one of the homes they do the sex rituals at. They got a 50-foot bed in the backyard. That bed big as hell. I seen it, had Chris Brown dancing on it, you know what I'm saying, doing their little moves and shit. But I'm for me. I, for one, if you grown, you grown. But to have kids mentioned in this indictment, that's where I draw the line. You preying on the innocent. You preying on the weak. Down the big ass bed in the backyard. Down the money. Down the fine. You never above the law. Never above the law. And if he is guilty, the feds gonna prove that. You never above the law, man. So, after he was arrested, like, while things still unfold, I'll be here to make videos. And make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned, man, because, hey, we going in on this. Yeah.